My hair grows and grows. You cannot stop it. That fellow grows. It grows wild. Every nation has to follow a certain policy: commercial, trade, various other types of policies. Small aim is a crime. Today, India is a nuclear weapons state. We have not invaded anyone. We have not conquered anyone. We have not grabbed their land, their culture, their history, and tried to enforce our way of life on them. The Bay of Bengal is hit frequently by cyclones. The months of November and May, in particular, are dangerous in this regard. While children are struggling to be unique, the world around them is trying all means to make them look like everybody else. When a nation is surrounded by weaponized nations, she has to equip herself. An economically peaceful and prosperous Sri Lanka is the dream of youth of the nation. My message for the youth is to collectively work for an inclusively developed Sri Lanka. I was willing to accept what I couldn't change. One of the more difficult tasks for me as president was to decide on the issue of confirming capital punishment awarded by courts. To my surprise, almost all cases which were pending had a social and economic bias. Wherever I go, as long as I get a hot vegetable dish, I am okay. If I am in Gujarat, I have Gujarati food. If it's Shillong, it's Northeastern. India has to be transformed into a developed nation, a prosperous nation, and a healthy nation with a value system. I was in high school when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru unfurled India's flag in New Delhi. There are a number of women who have brought about immense change in society. I firmly believe that unless one has tasted the bitter pill of failure, one cannot aspire enough for success. Smart habitation is an integrated area of villages and a city working in harmony and where the rural and urban divide has reduced to thin line. The president's post should not be politicized. Once a president is elected, he is above politics. Over the years, I had nurtured the hope to be able to fly. To handle a machine as it rose higher and higher in the stratosphere was my dearest dream. When grand plans for scientific and defense technologies are made, do the people in power think about the sacrifices the people in the laboratories and fields have to make? Measuring nuclear yield depends on multiple parameters: the location and number of instruments, the geology of the area, the location of the seismic station in relation to the test site. The wealth of information now available at the click of a finger amazes me. New markets could be created by rural potentials, which could lead to rise in the employment. When I took over as president, I studied the Constitution, and the more I studied it, the more I realized that it does not prevent the President of India from giving the nation a vision. So when I went and presented this vision in Parliament and in legislative assemblies, everyone welcomed it, irrespective of party affiliations. Rameswaram has, since antiquity, been an important pilgrimage destination. Today, India consumes about 682 watts per capita, far lesser than developed nations. As India develops, it will definitely require a lot more energy. India's trade deficit is because of excessive import over exports. I love the sea.